Hey, this is Nicole Kelly, host of Disarming Disability. Thanks for listening to the following show on Public House Media.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am a passionate pediatric nurse practitioner and fired up health and happiness coach, here to deliver a message to you. This podcast is meant to provide a hope and a dream that fuels your soul to dream big and to dream bold and to inspire and empower you to live out your wildest freaking dreams and to grab a hold onto the unwavering truth that you were made for more. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday, or whatever day it is that you're plugging into this podcast, because I, Dr. Mariah White, launch a new episode of the Your Life Matters podcast every Tuesday, and I am so humbled and grateful. I need to ask you for a favor, though, and I never ask this. I know I ask about ratings, reviews, but iTunes goes off of something different, so does Spotify, so does Stitcher, whatever platform you are listening to this on. If you please could go leave a rating, absolutely. Leave a review, 100%. But go download the last 5 episodes of this podcast, because for some reason, that's how iTunes works. That's how these platforms work. And that's the only way that the Your Life Matters podcast is going to be in the hands of every single human on this earth. And that is my goal, because every single human needs to be reminded that their life matters. So thank you so much for listening. Obviously, I'm so happy to be coming back to you guys. I know that over the last couple of weeks, there's just been a lot of heaviness happening in the world. COVID-19, right? Global pandemic, we're all struggling with, we're all going through, and it's just been heavy on my heart, especially as a pediatric nurse practitioner. Definitely 100%. Now we're going through racial injustices, police brutality, police in general, the systemic racism that's happening, the injustices that are happening in our LGBTQ community. Sorry, I said that wrong. And I just had to connect with you guys and just make sure you're okay. I talked about last week leadership and how you can pulse check your team and pulse check your environment and make sure people are okay, whether that's in your home, whether that's in a business, whether that is on a team that you have when you partner with a company, or maybe you have your own community where you support people. Whatever it is, make sure you pulse check your team, make sure you pulse check yourself. And then coming to this topic, when things get hard, when things get uncertain, when things get a little bit overwhelming, most people, 98% of people, stop and quit and shift and go into this place where they start to doubt everything that they know. They doubt their influence. They doubt their heart set, their mindset, their soul set. They doubt their passion and why they're doing a certain thing. They doubt so many different areas and avenues of their life. And they think that this hard season is the sign from God or the universe telling them that they should stop. When really, a lot of hard seasons come because you need to prove that you have persistence, perseverance, consistency, and resiliency to get through. You were made for hard things. It is very hard to go through life right now and have this sense of uncertainty. Wear a mask, not wear a mask. Go outside, don't go outside. Go to the grocery store, don't go to the grocery store. Fly this place, don't fly this place. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of things that are having to cause us to act in faith. And that is part of this life. You were made for this. That doesn't make it easy. That doesn't make it simple, But nowhere in the blueprint of our life and what we are expected to do in this life was meant to be easy. And if right now you're in this season where it's not affecting you and things aren't hard, I promise you there will come a time where the season is hard, because not every season is easy. So you need to listen to this anyway. And if you're in this season where it is so damn difficult, and you are like, Mariah, I want to quit. I want to pause you. I don't want to hear your pump up and motivation. Then you need to listen even deeper to my voice. You were made for hard things. It is extremely difficult to not know where your next meal is going to come from. It is extremely difficult to hide cars away from the repossession people. It is even difficult to have conversations with the mortgage companies and say, I don't know how I'm going to pay the next mortgage company or mortgage bill. You can have difficult conversations where you're like, I don't know when my job is going to start because of the uncertainty of COVID. Or you could be saying, I'm going into work every day and I don't know if I'm bringing home this virus for my family to deal with. There's so many levels of hard. And hard like we've never even imagined that we could go through in 1 year, right? Everybody was like, yes, the year of 2020, it's the 2020 vision and it's going to be amazing. I'm not saying it's not amazing, but it's amazing in a different way. It's amazing. And it's showing us what we are what we are capable of and how possible things are. It's amazing in the way that it's showing that unorthodox systems are working. A lot of people would give me crap about working out from home. Yet the gyms are closed and they reach out and they're like, Mariah, I need workouts. And I know you get results. You look amazing. You have a 6-pack after your daughter. So that's another level. Or, hey, Mariah, I don't have a job. And right now I'm waiting for my unemployment. And you always talk about how this brings you joy, but also brings you income. What is it that you do? I don't exchange time for money anymore. I work. Yes, absolutely. But I make money when I don't even realize what's going on or the time is just passing. So a lot of times people are in this place where they feel stuck and they feel bogged down, right? And then take COVID adds a different level. And then within COVID, we go through all of this systemic racism, injustices, everything that happened with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and all these other amazing lives that have been affected. And I need you to hear, it is hard for everyone. It is hard for somebody of color. It's hard for somebody who's white. It's hard for an immigrant. It is hard for people in China and France and the Middle East who are listening to this, because everybody experiences hard in their life. Nobody goes unscathed through this life. But one thing that I need you to hear again is that you were made for hard. You were made for it. You could be doubting right now what I'm saying and you'd be like, Mariah, you're freaking high. There's no way that I'm going to survive this. But I want you to think back on the hardest season you've ever been through. You thought you were going to die. You thought that heartbreak was going to literally rip your heart out of your chest. You thought that season was going to be the end all be all for your life. And yet you got through it. And now you look back and you're like, oh yeah, Mariah, you're right. That's a good perspective. I didn't think about it that way. Now I need you to look at the situation at hand. Is this hard? Yes. And is it hard for everyone? Absolutely. Is it a different level of hard for every individual? 100%. But I'm telling you right now, that does not give you permission to quit. The only way you don't reach your dreams is if you choose to stop. The only way you don't get through this hard season is if you choose to stop. The only way you don't come out of COVID-19 and systemic racism and injustices and everything that's going on in your life right now is if you give up and call it quits and you no longer fight the good fight. Now that could be hard to say because you're like, Mariah, you don't understand what's going on. You know, you're right. I might not understand, but I know what's going on in my life. And guys, the things that are happening in my life literally are ripping me apart emotionally to where I have to fuel myself on a daily basis and fill my cup up, because I have to look at it as this could be so much worse. I could be in my dear friend's position who is going through a season of hard within terrifying hard of ungodly hard. I don't wish it on anybody hard. And I have to say to myself, yes, my season is hard, but my season isn't as hard as her. And it's not to compare seasons. It's just say, me fighting and growing through my season has given her hope in her season. That's why she reaches out to me. That's why she finds comfort, because she knows what I do as a person, as a professional, as a woman who's all about empowering other humans. And she says, Mariah, I don't want to give up, but this season is hard. And I say, fill the hard. Let it be hard, but do not quit. It is time to put your big girl pants on, embrace this new chapter of suck, and I promise on the other side of this, you will be okay. So maybe somebody needs to hear that. Maybe you need to hear that. Right now sucks. It sucks for your patients. It sucks for your veterans. It sucks for people in your family. It sucks for your kids. It sucks for you if you are pregnant. It sucks for everyone. But let me tell you one final time. You were made for hard. And if you choose to keep going and not let giving up be an option, you will be okay. My friends, take a deep breath and breathe it in and just say, I will be okay. I was made for hard things. That wasn't a sarcastic, rhetorical thing. I want you to say it. Wherever you are, people are going to look at you crazy if you're in the grocery store, or your kids are going to look at you like, who are you talking to? I want you to say, I will be okay. I am made for hard. And then I'm going to leave you with the thing that I always love to affirm into your life. Repeat it after me. I am loved. I am wanted. I am needed. I am worthy. And I am more than enough. And my friend, you are more than enough. You will get through this season. But above all, remember that your life matters.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Your Life Matters podcast. I'm so grateful that you're here. I just ask that you share this episode with somebody. I ask you to just share it and give it to somebody who could potentially need to hear this message. I really am on a mission to help hundreds of thousands of people to believe that their mess is their message and that their story really does matter. And that above all, their life matters. I'm so grateful that you're here. I want you to share this episode. And then on top of that, if you could please leave a rating or a review or both. Let me know what speaks to you. Let me know what you need to hear. Let me know what you've connected with, because that's going to be the best way that I can make sure that I'm giving you guys exactly what you need. I love you guys with all my heart. I'm so grateful for you. And I want you to know the difference and the impact you guys make in my life. I love seeing your messages. I love seeing when you guys private message me or screenshot it and share it on Instagram or Facebook, because it lets me know that this podcast is doing exactly what it was meant to do. And it's to make sure that there's an impact being made and to help remind you and everyone else that your life matters.